Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This episode 1 of season 4. Hopefully guys enjoyed the last season, because oh my god was that good. Literally, it was my best season so far by a mile. Literally, season 2 was good, and I didn't know if we could actually beat that, with the Dahlia storyline and Frey being introduced. But wow, I think we smashed it out of the park last season, and we've had so many departures. We've got deaths, we've got people like incapacitated. Like that, we left the last episode with people physically dying who's had to be like, Freya's had to do a spell to help them transition over into like I don't even know what you would call it, into a safe place pretty much. They're in a coffin. I'm assuming they've been daggered. We didn't actually see the daggers, but they're in a coffin, and Hayley's trying to find a cure while Freya's using magic and using Klaus as an anchor to keep them alive. And it's mad because if we just reel off the people that we've either lost RIP or are incapacitated at the start of this episode, we've lost Jackson. We lost Davina, she died. We lost Camille, she's died. Yeah, that's mad. Lucian, introduced and died. Aurora, I think she died as well, introduced and died. Tristan, I think he's still in the bottom of the ocean, so he's gone. We've got Klaus, he's been daggered by Papatunde's blade. Marcel, obviously it's took him out. We've got Elijah, he's been bitten, he's been taken out as well. Obviously Freya, she's had a neck cut and she's poisoned, and she's cast a spell and she's out. Cole has been bitten as well, he's also out. And Finn, so we're on 11 now, has been killed as well for Marcel, and I'm probably missing more as well. That's literally how much went on last season. 22 episodes, I've just named 11 characters that have had death / mad stuff happen to him, and it was absolutely a wild season. I mean, Marcel's in charge now. He's running New Orleans. He is the alpha, he is the professor. He is stronger than the Mikaelaons. He's took the serum. He's got a bite that you can't cure currently, and he's still got all his vampire abilities, and he's just like a better version now of Klaus, which is interesting because he said that he wanted to free New Orleans of all the badness. He wanted to free them of the Mikaelaons. Yet, as Vincent come at the very end, he's like, mate, I'm starting to think you're just the same. You wanted to free him of the Mikaelaons. You're going around, you're killing people. You're just literally a mirror image of Klaus. You think that you're doing everybody a favour, but you're not. You're just making it just as bad, and in fact, just stronger. You're probably going to be worse. And it looks interesting because I do like Marcel as kind of like a leader. I do like him. His speeches is absolutely next level with them. Nobody could beat a speech that he does. He's so good at them, and I do feel like he is a good person to be in charge. He would have been so good ruling next to Klaus. And when Elijah, it looked like Marcel actually died as well, but he obviously took the serum. But when Elijah killed him, it was definitely an oh my god moment, and I couldn't believe it. But it was justified because everything that he was saying, he was just detailing how he's going to come back, he's not going to stop, he's going to kill the Mikaelaons, he's going to go after them. And he blames them for everything, all of Davina's death, everything that happened to her. But in reality, he played a part in it as well. It was his action that first saved her, which was great. I had no problem with him saving her. He was trying to save an innocent girl from getting slaughtered in the harvest. And but that action there was the catalyst to everything. The ancestors started hating her. They was the one that was coming attacking her. And at the end of the day, it was the ancestors that possessed Cole, which he blamed to Mikaelson, Cole, for killing her. But it was the ancestors. He possessed him. He tried to do his best. He tried to leave New Orleans. He couldn't. He started desiccating. He come back. He even daggered himself. It got took out by the ancestors. They possessed him. So I see where Marcel's coming from, but I do disagree when he blames all of it on the Mikaelaons. And he's turning into the person that he said that he didn't want to be. And he said that he didn't want Klaus to be. And Hayley's the only one left standing. Absolutely crazy. What an amazing season Hayley had. Absolutely fantastic. And Freya as well, big shout out to Freya, team player all the way to the end. Even when she's dying, she's been poisoned. She's doing casting spells, saving everybody's ass. She's absolutely sick. And I don't know. I have no idea how this season's going to go. This is the first one where we've kind of gone into the next season with the same story from the last one. Yeah, we had it with the Greys and we ended that in episode 1. But here I feel like we've got a massive literally storylines to still play out, so it's going to be absolutely crazy. Like I said, Hayley, she was my favourite character last season. I did pose a question at the very end of the last episode that are we going to jump forward now, because I did say that Caroline did come looking for Klaus in the Vampire Diaries, didn't she? She come into the bar, she asked for Klaus, and the barmaid said something like, you know, we've not seen him in 4 or 5 years or something. And I'm assuming that, well, I asked a question that is, you know, is that going to get played out? And I'm hoping that is now. And I hope would be walking, talking, hopefully have some powers as well. So it's going to be an unreal season, and I can't wait. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Hopefully, guys, enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's hope this is as good as season 3. Let's dive into the first episode.
Streets are packed with tourists headed out on the vampire walking tour of New Orleans. I think it's just a myth.
Oh, he's had a trim.
Just part of our city's charm. This week marks 5 years since the fall of the Mikaelaons. We snatched back our freedom, we severed our link with our ancestors. And in the next week, as we celebrate our independence, every year we get visitors. Vampires
I did
from
ask this question
all
as
over
well.
the world. They come here and they want to see firsthand the suffering of Klaus Mikaelson. They will instigate trouble. They will attempt to upset our peace. For a long time, we've managed to keep our monsters buried.
Sort of Klaus, he was bricked up one the last episode. He's out.
Lose it forever.
Nah, see what I mean, man. Like, you just look at him there, you know they've effed it. Literally, they had him bricked up, and now the first image that we see is him just locked in a ring. I'm guessing he's been spellbound, and he's got to stay in that situation. But somebody, it's rookie move. Whoever decided that to get him out and put him in that and put the chains on him, big mistake. And also, we have jumped 5 years into the future, which is really good. That means that Hope is going to be. Hayley said, I'm sure she said she was 2 or something in the last season, and now if we jump 5 years, that means she's going to be 7. That would be sick. That means he's 100% talking and walking and running around, which is going to be well good. And Klaus has obviously not seen her as well. And it's going to be like, you seen it when Hayley first reunited with Hope after, you know, Klaus turned her into a wolf and how much she was loving it. And she was fighting for him. Now, I mean, I'd love to see Klaus and how he's going to react. And yeah, so 5 years, that is mad. Honestly, I jumped into the future. It's interesting. Marcel looks like he's still in charge. I'm guessing he's done the piece. So I'd like to see how that's worked out as well. But yeah, very good start. Can't wait. Also, that woman with the brown hair, I am sure that is the blonde woman that come in when Lucian was introduced. And I did ask what happened to her. Oh, here we go.
You said this was strictly a business meeting.
Well, you didn't mind last time. We mixed business with pleasure.
Some are seeking allies among your witches. No doubt they want to befriend the very covens that still resent you.
Vincent wants peace as much as I do.
So you've said, but I'm hearing that the covens are up to something.
I will ask him myself.
Better make it fast because you have bigger problems.
Oh, if you're talking about Hayley Marshall, I said she's off limits.
He and his allies believe Hayley is the key to finding the rest of the Mikaelsons. I believe he will demand you give him Klaus's blood, which you will then use to track Klaus's siblings. If Elijah's sire line is alive, so is Elijah. Which leads people to wonder if Hayley is somehow trying to bring the Mikaelsons back.
Mate, she's like Felicity Smoke from Arrow. She's getting the information, she's giving it Oliver. It's well interesting. You know, I wonder if she replaces like the Cammy version. Here we go, yes. First glimpse of the beast.
Is that her?
Let me check.
She was drawing a blonde girl, wasn't she? Ah, it's a grandma.
Well now, aren't you a sight?
I found a cure for Freya's poison. I got a witch to siphon Rebecca's hex.
So you're really gonna do it?
I promised her a home where she would feel safe and protected by the people that love her. She's inherited all of their enemies and a power that I don't understand.
You told me to wake the Mikaelsons you needed to find all 7 werewolf packs. The Malro, I thought they were killed off. There might be one left. What if it's a trap?
Logical thinking. She's got to check it out though. Oh, mate, R.I.P. to them.
Witches, vampires, everyone getting along?
We're like Switzerland, right smack in the heart of the city.
Vincent.
The cauldron will stay in line provided you keep the vampires out.
So why am I hearing about secret conclaves? Keep them in the cauldron. Find out who's stirring up trouble, and when you do, get them to stop.
Has he shaved his sideburns off? He looks different.
Not much to say. In here, I thought you'd enjoy the company. There's 2 ways this can go. A nice, easy way, or the other way. I'm stronger than you. My life is no longer linked to you, and the city that you like to say you built, it's mine.
Did you come here seeking my approval?
How do you want this to go?
See, I would just help because I'm in a shit situation, and it's not going to make me any better if I didn't.
It was always Alistair's weakness.
Do you have to go?
I do, but I'll be back very, very soon. I'll call you every night before bed, okay?
Those folks back there, they had plenty of life. You need to stay alive for your little girl.
Right, okay, with her, right. it is exciting, mate, because she physically is, she's quite, well, she's well old since the last time we seen her. And I hope that they don't F this up, i.e., they've jumped so far in, they've been able to cast this character. They must have gone through a proper casting thing, testing out different kids here and there. She's got to be good. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, like, you see it, somebody gets introduced into a show and it's the same person 10 years down the line because, you know, they're introduced into a sitcom and they progress, like Lily from Modern Family, for example. When they brought her in, she was adopted, and then that same girl grew up through the whole show, and you seen her, like, obviously she was like 3, and then when they finished she was like 15 or something, I don't know. Here we've done the jump and we completely cast a new person, and they can't mess it up, man. She's got to be good. Literally, that's all I'm thinking in my head. Like, I can't wait for her to do some mad stuff.
You're a vampire.
I know. Yeah, I got the teeth and everything.
Oh, they'll grow out of it. Just give them a couple decades. Just trying to make sure everybody's stocked up so they'll stay in their home and out of the quarter, at least for the next week.
Yeah, just until the Eurotrash vampires are done Eurotrash in the city. She's into you.
Hey.
Fun, cool, ridiculously gorgeous single mom. Rather be a monk the rest of your life.
Over the next week, if you need anything, I could...
Definitely gonna make a mess out of all these groceries, so you want to help with that?
Mate, his house is absolutely sick now, Marcel's.
It is a blade meant for a king, given in gratitude for your generosity.
Oh, check this out.
Mikaelaons turned me, and then he compelled me to slaughter my entire estate, including my wife. You made him suffer. And you tell us that he suffers still, and yet we have no proof.
He's not going anywhere.
Then I want to see his suffering. See, we have known for some time that Elijah Mikaelaons somehow still lives. Klaus's blood will allow us to confirm that link, and if true, surely that would be cause to kill him and eradicate his abominable family as well.
In it, kill them all.
Refuse will prove you to be a sympathizer.
That I don't take ultimatum.
It was bad form to deny your guests. A bloody, awful shame indeed.
What is with, right, this programme, they always reference you not welcoming to your guests. Like, but the guests are always the ones that are doing the confrontations. So it happened with Aya. She come into Marcel, both times it's been with Marcel, but I'm on Marcel's side. She come in, she demanded he done something. He was like, mate, who are you, like, leave? She's like, you should be more welcoming, and then killed somebody. This guy's come in, yeah, he's like demanding, bam, bam, bam. He's like, mate, I don't take ultimatums. You don't tell me what to do. He's like, what? It's rude to not, you know, like, your guests. It's like, well, not really. Like, literally. I just don't understand it. He's coming in and trying to threaten Marcel, but Marcel's stronger than Klaus. He should... Marcel physically cannot die. They can cut him up, he'll come back. They can take his heart out, it'll grow back. Like, literally, whatever this guy thinks he's got over Marcel, he's got nothing. The only one thing that he said that was really smart is take Klaus out, take the whole Mikaelson family out, which is facts. Like, it actually is.
I'm getting the next round. Just take a sec.
You look like you're having fun. I just finished my residency, which makes me an official ER doctor. You need to listen to me.
How do you know my name? You better back off right now.
I wish I could.
That was actually sick. Unknown. Oh, it is 2 unknowns. It literally is 2 Joe vlogs.
I'm not going without a fight.
You relax. I'm not here to fight you.
I have a life, career, relationships. Someone tries to take that, they're gonna have to kill me.
We don't have time for this.
Alistair doesn't give a damn about having his ego stroked. Is that
Yeah.
what you intended?
So difficult to be king. An outsider has the gall to question your rule, and you have no one to offer counsel.
It turns out the lives of your siblings are anchored to you.
Heavy head, heavy crown, etc., etc.
And if they find you, all they need is a drop of your blood. And then their witches can track your family, even Hope.
You don't know, Alistair. To defeat him, you need me.
You're offering me a deal.
Release me, and I will lay waste to the lot of them.
I would increase the boundary spell. I would release him. I actually would. Like, well, who's to say that that spell only has to be in that circle? I would do it to the compound, and I would let Klaus live there, and they come in and let him just dominate. He can't kill Marcel. So I used to say that about Klaus. Like, he had that over everybody. They can't kill him, so he's so confident. He could just do whatever he wants. He could let everybody challenge him. Marcel could do the exact same thing, man. Literally. So I would get Klaus out. I would use him. Why not? And Klaus has got nothing to lose as well, man. The guy's tied up. I'd rather be fighting and just doing something than literally doing nothing.
We're on the run from vampires. You have the same stink they do.
I'm special. I'm a hybrid. Half vampire, half werewolf. The only way to survive is to do exactly what I tell you.
Hey, look, I don't know what kind of pervy stuff you're into, but I'm not that kind of girl.
This is a device to extract your venom. I'm trying to save my family. She's a witch, and she left me instructions on how to wake her up early. The only thing I'm missing is your venom.
Will you let me go?
You have my word.
Fuck, ain't she? Let's be honest. She can't. Like, if people know she's alive, they're coming after her.
Look, it would be best for everyone in this city if you're here for what's going down. All I need from you is a boundary spell, and it's gotta be strong.
So you have to wake up Sleeping Beauty, right? How do you do that?
Did you get the ingredients? Good.
Straight to it, mate.
I need to begin.
Gotta say, absolute warrior. Do you know what I mean? Soon as she's alive, helping. Soon as she's dying, helping. That's all she's made. She's Santa's little helper. She is literally, what a team player.
Venom from the 7 packs, along with Klaus's blood, infused by my magic, magnified by the dark objects. Should be enough to fashion a cure to save my brothers. I need more time.
Just so you know, Alistair is in a mood. He has his men positioned all over town awaiting a signal.
It meant you come to your senses. And yet I don't see Klaus's head upon a spike.
You wanted him. You got him. Chained, beaten, half-starved. I should just kill him. The sword that you gave me now laced with my venom. One slice will draw Klaus's blood.
Oh, mate. Wounded for that person. She is sick, Hayley. She's so good.
I want the last words you ever hear to be my solemn vow.
Meet your maker.
That is a nasty bite. I keep him for his blood in case the wolves get out of line. I keep him as collateral. And I am the only one that can stop him from coming after all of you. You are all welcome to visit. Enjoy yourselves. But you follow my rule. Does anybody have a problem with that?
And that the solar toxicatis.
Very sick.
Your bite is nasty, but you're outnumbered.
I really wish I'd seen a transition, but that is so good. Hayley's dominated. He's gonna walk over and give me his coat. That was so good, mate. I was literally gonna pause it after Marcel's singing, and we just went boom, 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 mate, action all over, and I'm like in my head, well done. Didn't pause it, didn't disrupt that absolute sick flow, mate. So first of all, let's go to Marcel again, yeah. He whipped out a speech again. I say it all the time. When he whips it out, I'm listening, like, just literally full on listening, like, whoa, man, what you're saying is so good. Like, they all went there with the intention to kill Klaus, yeah. He dominated it, and then turned around and then dropped a sick speech. I keep him alive because of his blood, because he's a cure, because if he gets out of line and he attacks somebody and something happens, we can use him. He helps us, yeah. And because I'm in charge and I can keep him down. This is my city. It's not yours. You're welcome. You can come enjoy yourself, but you obey my rules and you never question me. If Marcel wasn't doing this at the expense of the Mikaelaons, I would be loving it. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying it. Not loving it though. Do you know what I mean? I would have took it a step up into love, but I'm just enjoying it. I like how Klaus is still strong and he's still fighting. He obviously did get the blood off of Marcel before to obviously help him aid in this fight a bit stronger, but I can't wait for him to obviously come out and you know, you've seen him as soon as he said that guy's going after Hope, he's there fighting again. Boom, we need to do more of this wolf transition. I've never once seen Klaus be a wolf. Now it doesn't matter who it is really, because you physically can't see that's Hayley, but because we obviously know that it's Hayley transitioning, you know, we've seen Jackson, we've seen Hayley, we've not seen Klaus do it. I thought that a perfect time was when Diego and all them was fighting him the first time. Klaus dominated actually as himself. He put up a good fight, but I thought it would have been a sick transition into the wolf then. And you know what, if they got the budget, please do this more, because it looked absolutely sick, Hayley doing it. It just makes it more badass, you know what I mean? It gives the wolves something to, you know, how can you say it? Like, it gives them the impact of being a wolf. Like, Hayley's a hybrid, yeah, and the only thing that we really utilise is that they've got a bite. But actually transitioning over and using that strength like that was so good. Now Elijah's back with his jacket round, kiss straight away. Freya again working a magic. Pun intended, mate.
Congratulations. And every vampire in this town either loves you or fears you. Cult graffiti popping up all over town.
It's just like a circle, doesn't it?
I never figured you for Marcel's lackey.
Klaus, we could have handed you over. Instead, Marcel fed you blood. I took the spell off them chains.
While I remain here, my enemies will flock to New Orleans, causing all manner of mischief.
I had a friend once. She believed with all her heart that you had some good left in you. You are so hell-bent on proving her wrong.
The guy's getting revenge on somebody. He wants to get revenge on somebody. He's locked him up there, bit all his family.
I gave you people what you wanted. We had a deal.
You had a deal with Hayley, not me. I don't negotiate.
Mate, what a beast.
And they say romance is dead.
Your infection's gone.
You saved us.
Elijah, after all this time.
Me too. How is my niece?
She's amazing. And she made me promise that one day she'd get her family back. Then there's just one person left.
The big daddy, oh.
Let's go get him.
You know what's funny is, just thinking about that, how's my niece? How's my niece? Like, I mean, obviously it's not weird for us watching this, but like, it sounds weird, doesn't it, man? Like, he's with Hayley, who he hardcore loves, who's got a kid with his brother. Do you know what I mean? He'd be like the dad, yeah. He would if they got married, he'd be the stepdad, wouldn't he? But it's just mad, like, weird family dynamic. Even though it's on paper, it's really strange, but in reality, they was never together, was there? It was just like a one-night stand, and then it just happened. So it's funny, but I can't wait for it. You know, when Vincent said to Klaus, then, why are you hell-bent on something in, like, not being a good person or something like that about Kamet? Well, first of all, I do want him to go after Marcel, and kind of want him to go after anyone that put him in this situation, because that's what I expect anybody, not just Klaus, just anyone. If you get if someone does something to you, I expect them to retaliate and try and go for avenge it. Do you know what I mean? So Marcel, potentially, he doesn't know that, killed all his family and put him down and locked him up. That is enough to go after them. Do you know what I mean? So again, sometimes to me they ask silly questions.
Oh, you should just say thank you. After all, I could have thrown you to Alistair with this in your heart.
Truth is, you could never allow me to die. After all, I am the source of the approval you seek. You need me, if only to keep from becoming the monster you fear yourself to be. You are weak.
True though. It is true. He's good, Marcel, though.
He never came home. I've looked everywhere.
It's not going to be Hope, is it? It's not going to be.
I had a bad dream.
You're safe. I'm not going anywhere.
She's doing, is she doing what Asir does? When they see into the future, kind of like, you know, that witch that Lucian brought, and they had the prophecy, and she was seeing stuff in the future, and she was doing it. Or is that totally different? And is it more like when we first was introduced to Davina, and she was getting flashes, and she was drawing, and she drew Oh, Celeste. She drew a didn't she, on the thing because she was getting all these visions. Is that what that is? Is that more like that or more like a seer? But what's clear evident is that she's got a connection to the witches, I'm assuming. And which is good because we definitely know she's a hybrid / vampire, whatever, because her parents are. But it's good that we've had confirmed witchy powers as well, because she's sensing it and she's drawing it. I mean, I tell you what, they're actually some pretty decent drawings. Like, I just see a dragon circle there, but for a 7-8-year-old, mate, that's sick, because I can't even do a stick man, so that's well good. Klaus, again, good episode, liking his hair longer again. Keep getting it longer and longer. He looks so much better with his long hair. Marcel's fantastic at giving his speeches, in charge as well. I do think the role fits him, even though he is cocky around Klaus. But it's true. You definitely need him around. Hayley's dominating. Freyr is as well, you know, helping the family. Elijah's back. It's all going well. Everything's going back into, as I say, normal, but everything's coming back to how it should be, with them alive, with them going after Klaus, getting back, get the team all working together and ruling New Orleans again. So, what the hell was that like? What attacked that kid? And what is Hope drawing? Very interesting, and I can't wait to find out. And that is going to wrap up today's video. What a good introduction, actually, to the new season. It addressed a few of the questions that we had, obviously, from the last one. Did we jump forward? Yes, we did. Hope's here. Fully walking, talking, drawing, looking into the future. She can sense danger. Very good. Hayley still trying to find the Mikaelaons, succeeding as well. We'll get into that in a little bit. And, you know, it's just been good. Marcel, it seems like he's got New Orleans back in track, to be honest. You know, we ended last season with Vincent and him kind of rifting. It seemed like Vincent was going to go after Marcel or try and stop him in a certain way, and he kind of played it as if Marcel was a bit unstable. We've obviously attacked all the people in the church / gym, and you know, I didn't know how it was gonna play out. I didn't know if the power was gonna go to his head or whatnot. But you see it in here, you know, I was gonna say Finn then. Vincent has got the church back. He's done what he said. He's brought it, securing it for people to come in. You know, the vampires, the witches, whoever, the wolves, they can come, use it as a sanctuary. And like I said, it's been 5 years. Mikaelaons are not there. And it looks like New Orleans is running well. You know, the bar's thriving. Josh is a DJ. Is loving it, you know. And it's just all going swell. I mean, it seems like every year, though, that vampires flock in throughout the world to try and find the Mikaelaons or whatnot. You know, the day that they went missing, I'm assuming. And this time, obviously, they come in and they demanded that Marcel show them where Klaus was. You know, they said that they had a feeling that Elijah's still alive. You know, they've gone around and they've seen that his sires are still there. They're still living and breathing. And if it was true and Marcel did bite him, then he should be dead. And so should they. If the sire goes, there you go. That's not the case, and they want to test the theory that if they can go get a bit of Klaus's blood, they can do a spell, they can see if they're still alive, and they can go after them. And if not, you know, you kill Klaus, you kill all of them. So that's their question. Why is Marcel keeping Klaus alive? Well, Marcel obviously wasn't happy with the way the guy come in and was demanding it and told him to come to the compound, which they did, using the help of Vincent, casting a spell. Klaus has come out, got him in the middle in a circle. He said, look, you want to kill him? Go for it. There's the sword that you give me. It's got my venom on it. Go in and stab him. Klaus done a fight. He bit him, you know, come up trumps. He attacked a few people. Then Marcel come over, snapped Klaus's neck, took him down, said, look, I'm the only one that could beat Klaus. Clearly these guys can't. He thought he could come in and dominate. He's dead now. I'm here. New Orleans is my city. If you want to come, you listen. You obey my rules. I have no problem. You can have a good time, but don't literally... What did he say now? He said, don't question my decisions, yeah? And then he also said that Klaus is kept alive for many reasons. 1, because I can. 2, because he has got a cure to what we've just seen right here. His blood heals the vampires. It also heals anybody that has been bitten with the werewolf bite. Now, we know that we've been told that nothing, apart from the spell that Frey cast, cures Marcel's bites. So that is why Klaus is actually vital. Now, we've tracked down all 7 packs, which is good. It seems like... This is a question, actually. So there's 7 packs. But there's only one of the final pack. And is this the reason why they're so determined to keep her alive? Because I was going to say, like, why is she so special compared to all the others? Because she's just one of the 7. But maybe because she's the last, just going to say, wolf of the pack, that they need to make sure that she's still around, that they can use her and utilize her in case anything becomes a problem later on down the line. Like Freya was saying, you know, Hayley might have promised, yeah, to keep you alive and to let you go. But not me, mate. Literally, I don't mess around. I do anything for my family, and I'm going to do whatever I want with you, pretty much, you know. She's so good for you, honestly. I can't believe that I was doing her in season 2. I didn't know where her intentions lay, and literally now she's like the biggest team player going, and she's successfully done the spell. Elijah's back. He's gone straight over to Hayley. Now Hayley transitioned into a wolf, and it looked sick, and she went out and she dominated loads of them, and I hope they've got a budget to do more of that, because we don't do it enough. I mean, I don't think we've ever done it really in a fight, and it looked absolutely sick. And Hayley's just carrying on from last season, where she was my favourite, to absolutely dominating again here at the start of season 4. So very good. We did kind of get the information that Cole and Rebecca are back, but we didn't see them. Elijah just made a comment to Hayley. I guess he was hungry and he had to go and feed or something, and I'm assuming that's the reason why we didn't see him. But it was for us to just pick up that Freya has healed them and they're just not here now. And now I do like how he asked how Hope is, and obviously I was laughing because it's kind of strange that obviously like it's his brother's kid and it's also like his girlfriend. It's mad when you say it like that, but obviously in reality, it's not that bad when you've seen the show play out how it has. And I definitely do love them together, you know, they're sick, and I would love to have a wedding with them. It'd be really nice. But now there's only one piece of the puzzle left to bring the main man, the big daddy, home, and that is Klaus, who at the end give a decent speech of himself to Marcel. The reason why you keep me alive is, yeah, maybe for all them things that you said, but it's also because you're just a weak guy, you know. You're forever in my shadow. You might have all this power, but you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to act. You're still kind of scared of what people can do. People are coming in, they're coming after me. They're coming after Klaus, not you, Marcel. And then he said, like, pretty much he's going to come after him. You know, he said when he gets out of it, he's going to go after him and Vincent. Interesting. And then he's dagging in with a Papa Sunday blade. And then to top it all off, we've got this weird stuff going on with the witches or whatever. He's drawing stuff on the walls, and this little kid that Vincent, a woman of the church who Vincent kind of likes, her kid, has been like walking around. He's seen it like a light's possessed him, and he screamed, and then that is what thing is drawing on the diagram. So loads of stuff's going on. I think it's been a good start. Tied all last season storylines into it. Characters as well that I was wondering where have they gone, are back into it. She had blonde hair, she's got brown now, but it's still good that she's here. We've addressed it, and yeah, it just gets a thumbs up from me. Just I think they've done really good in using the continuity of the last storyline into the new season. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.